Hello and welcome to this session of Amazon KDP for smartphone. In this video, we'll be talking about evergreen books, how to create evergreen books. But before we begin, let's talk on some basic things you need to know about evergreen books. Evergreen books are books that affect the basic needs of man, of human being, such as wealth. Everybody wants to get money, relationship. Everybody wants to have a good relationship with people around. They want to stop annoying people. You want to stop making people run away from you. Everybody wants to live a healthy life. Yes, and also most want to have sex. They want to have a good relationship partner. So these topics, and these are not the only topics in evergreen niche, but these are the major ones. These are the major ones in the evergreen book session. And also, this book have the ability to sell for a lifetime. Unlike summary models can sell and stop. When you get to the video of summary models, you will understand this. I said it very clearly there. Summary models can trend and stop selling over time, but the evergreen model can keep on selling because humans will forever want to remain healthy. They'll forever want to remain wealthy. They'll forever want to have partners and so on. So they keep looking for information that will help them do these things better. So, and I have told you before, on Amazon, you are an information marketer. As a non-publisher, we are majorly information marketers. We sell information. Now, this book also have a pro that they take lesser time to go live than summaries. The summary models can take sometimes 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, can even get to 5 days. Summary models will still be loading. But evergreen model, 95% of the time, it can go live in hours, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, even 6 hours. So they can go live quickly. Proceed into the video. Now, the steps for creating an evergreen book, they are not much. You just have to understand the basics first before going to practicals. First, we research for key phrase to write about. You don't just go and create any book on health. Yes, that's the truth. One, there is competition in the evergreen session. For instance, you cannot be writing about the topic everybody have written about. You won't stand out unique. You have a lot of competition to fight with, and also there may be authorities in that field that have written about that topic that people prefer going to than coming to you that they don't know. So that's one thing. So you have to search for the key phrase. Which word, what should I write about? You need to know that. Then we get content. Get content for your book. You edit the content. I'll show you how you can do all this. Now you format your manuscripts. After you've edited your content, you form a manuscript. That's a book file. It can be PDF or HTML, depending on which version. Is it Kindle or paperback? Then you design your book cover. All that will be doing that. And also you research on keyword. Keywords are very essential in the evergreen model. So research for keywords and also craft out a good book description. After that, we can publish our book. So proceeding into the video, let's start with the research. Now, to research for your evergreen book, to run a research on which book to create, first you switch to incognito tab on your query browser. So you go to your query browser, switch on incognito tab, make it on desktop site, then search for Amazon Kindle non-fiction bestsellers. Once you're there, change the location to US by using any of the US zip codes. I'll show you how to do that. And then you niche down. Here we are going to be niching down thoroughly to the last category that we want to stop. So let's begin the process. So I said the first step is coming to Kiwi browser, or if you're using Yandex, any of the browsers you're using, Kiwi or Yandex. Now we're in Kiwi browser, so switch to incognito tab. As you can see up here, switch to incognito tab. Now switch to desktop site. So type out Amazon Kindle non-fiction bestsellers. Amazon Kindle non-fiction bestsellers. Now once that's done, zoom in. You can see the first link here. Click on it. So these are the bestsellers in non-fiction, independent of category. It doesn't matter if it's a book on health, wealth, business, marriage, love, life, law, history. It doesn't matter. This first page is the general category of the bestsellers in non-fiction. So now that we are here, you can see up here saying change your address. Up here saying change your address. So click on that. Put a US zip code 90001. Then apply. Now continue. You can see it has changed to Los Angeles. You can see it up here. It has changed to Los Angeles. Now you may be asking, why do we change location? Now Amazon, some books on Amazon are not sold to some territories. What do I mean? They cannot be shipped to, for instance, let's say I'm in Nigeria. Some books on Amazon cannot be shipped to Nigeria, either by the author or that's how. So Amazon shows books that are relevant to a certain location, to the person searching on Amazon. So if you change your location to US, it shows you more of the books that are available to the US audience. And now you know we are selling to majority of our sales come from US. I can say 98% come from the US. So we have to target them for their primary customers. Now that said, we have changed our location. So now let's niche down. I said niche down. So we come to look for one of the hot evergreen niches, which is, you can see, business and money. Now to niche down, just come to the left panel. Let me zoom in. You can see business and money. That's a hot niche. You can see health, fitness, and dieting. That's another hot niche. You can see parenting and relationship. That's another hot niche. You can see self-help. That is another hot niche. So all these are, like these four I just called. There are four of the major hot niches on evergreen books. So let's do so first you have to have the will I say, you have to know which category you want to do today. You can say, okay, today I want to do on health, tomorrow business, next tomorrow relationship. So you just have to know. Or you can just come and do your research. You check. If you don't get in one category, you go to the other category. It's not a must, you must die in one category. So let me be going to parenting and relationships today. So click on parenting and relationships. Now this is what they call niching down. We are going into the niche. Remember, the former page was the bestsellers in just non-fiction, no matter the category. Now we're going to the bestsellers in parenting and relationships. You can see that, right? Now we won't stop here. We're still going to niche down. Now let's look for one: adoption, aging parent and healthcare, disabilities and hyperactivity, family activities, family health, family relationships. Let me say parenting. Now you can see bestsellers in parenting. So that's what they call niching down. So you can still come down and say let's say discipline. Now bestsellers in discipline. You can see bestsellers in child discipline. So you can see that after discipline, nothing, it didn't niche again. This is the last category under this non-fiction niche. Of we started from parenting and relationship to parenting to then discipline. So that's how you niche down. Make sure you come to the last niche. So let me go to emotions and feeling. Let's see if there's any other sub niche under it. You can see there is no sub niche under emotions and feeling. So that's how you niche down. When you're doing evergreen books, come to the last niche. Now let me tell you why. You may be wondering, why should I do this? Now you are trying to fight against competition. If you model books that are already best selling, they have a high competition, and you don't have the chance of selling them. Not to be frank with you, the chance of selling them is very, very slim. But niching down helps you reduce competition. Now that's the first stage. You have niche down. So now we now search for what book to create. What book am I creating? Should I just go and start creating any book? No. First, we go through the books in the bestsellers. Then we look for a book to model. Now, what do I mean model? Look for a book to create a similarity. Now, we are not trying to copy that book. We just want to get ideas from that book. Now, in doing that, you have to make sure the book doesn't have an ambiguous title. You have to know what the book is talking about. So now you can see this one, The Other Husband. We don't know what it's talking about, so we can leave it. Hendrix, A Second Chance Romance. We don't know what it's talking about, so we can leave. So that's how. And to search also, let me give you these key points. If you come to your Amazon, come to Amazon.com and you're searching and you see new releases, just go there, because these are places you can get good books that are still fresh in the market. So let me go to new releases. Just click on that. And these are new releases under parenting, emotions, and feelings. You can see new releases in parenting, emotions, and feelings. So look at this bestseller number 1. I think it's a new book. Having just one review, it's a new book. To be a new book, a recent book. So what's the topic? Oppositional defiance disorder. It's not clear, so you can just leave it. The minds of violent men. What causes intimate partner violence and what we can do about it. Let's go inside the book and see. The minds of violent men. What causes intimate partner violence and what we can do about it. So now we are still in our research. I'm not saying this is what we are going to write about. So there are many ways to be sure that, okay, this is what I am going to write about. Now, in researching, let me come back to the to my tab to write this out. In researching, these are the things you should check out for after niching down. These are the things you should check out for after niching down. So first, number 1, sorry about that. It was a call I was not expecting. So when researching for this, these are things to check out for. The title of the book you want to model should not be ambiguous. So the title of the book you want to model should not be ambiguous. So unambiguous title, you should avoid it. So let me do it like this. Let me say avoid ambiguous title. Avoid ambiguous titles, things you're not sure of. If you're not sure of what the book is talking about, avoid modeling it. Number two, we should we check for the competition. Check for the competition. Check the competition. Competition. Now, so you have to do that. It shouldn't be less than. It should be greater than 700. Shouldn't be greater than 700. Than greater than 700. So it can be less. The lesser the better, but it shouldn't be greater than 700. Also check the profitability of the word the book you're trying to model. Is it profitable? Is it selling? Don't go and be modeling the book that is not selling. That's pure waste of time. Then think now search for the bestseller rank of the book. The bestseller rank of that book, the bestseller rank, that's BSR, should be less than 65,000. Should be less than 65,000. So let's go back and apply all these things. First, I said you should avoid ambiguous titles. That's number one. Avoid ambiguous titles. Then I said check competition. It shouldn't be greater than 700. Profitability. The bestseller rank should be less than 65,000. So let's go back to Amazon on Key Browser. Now, with this, we must not use the same phrase. I just want us to get something from this. Now, the minds of violent men. What causes intimate partner violence and what we can do about it. First, let's search the title. Just copy the title. The minds of violent men. Copy it. So copy, paste it in your Amazon search bar. Paste it in your Amazon search bar. Then you search. Sorry, I was having distractions, so I had to mute the noise. Now, once you search for it, this is how we'll know if the niche is profitable, if the keyword is profitable. So after searching for the title, the minds of violent men, you can see now, make sure you have installed the extensions. Now you can see this extension is showing this keyword niche score is showing 69 and a green. That is a good score. In the video, in the keyword mastery video, I talked about this extension, that if it's not up to 60, you shouldn't even model the book. It's not a good category. Now it's having 69. That's a first score. That is a first score. So first, but that's not the only thing we use to check it. That's not the only thing. Now we have to now filter this page. So to do that, come here. Just come here. You'll see customer reviews. Click on 4-star up. You understand? Click on 4-star up. So it will show you books that's related to that keyword you searched, but from 4 stars upward. I hope you're following me. So you now search for this. Search at this place. Now, when we come here and begin to check, we can find that our book is not here because it's just a new book. So let's go back. Just go back to that book. That's book we want to model. So that's book we want to model. And you can see somebody has even done the summary model of the book, I think. Summary. Okay, that's not it. Sorry. So now, this is the book we search for, The Minds of Violent Men. The keyword score is okay. Let me refresh the page so that to appear. So let's wait for it to load. But now, we are not going to be looking at a book titled The Minds of Violent Men. No, we want to create our own book. We just want to get ideas from a best-selling book. So now let's type in The Minds of Violent Women. The Minds of Violent Women. The Minds of Violent Women. Coming. Okay. Women. Now let's search and see. The Minds of Violent Women. Okay, there is no book on that. The Minds of Violent Men. But now this title is not clear. That's one thing I wanted to know. The ambiguity. It's ambiguous. The Minds of Violent Men. What happens to it? So now we can use the subtitle to know what it talks about. What causes intimate partner violence and what we can do about it. So this book is trying to address violent relationships, violent marriages, domestic violence, how your partner is abusive, stuff like that. And it's providing a solution how to handle it. So now let's search for how to handle violent violent spouse. I hope you're getting what we are doing. Now we are using this book to identify a need. So how to handle a violent spouse. So let's search and let's see how to handle a violent spouse. So let's wait for our extension to do for us a little check, but let's check it now. This is how you check the competition. At the top left, you can see one result for how to handle a violent spouse, and I said competition should not be greater than 700. So if this book meets other criteria, if this key phrase meets other criteria, we can actually say this will be a word we will target. But for now, let's keep searching. One result. So let's wait for our extension to finish loading. You can see it has a score of what? 41. That's not good. That's not good according to our extension. And also, we can now change how to handle a violent spouse. Let's say how to handle a violent husband. How to handle a violent husband. So just search for it. Go. How to handle a violent husband. So let's check the search results. You can see it's still showing 1. Not that there is any book title like that. It will just show you books related to it. So let's wait for our extension to do the checking for us and to see if it's a good keyword. Because a keyword has to be something people are searching about. That's another thing. So we are not done yet. We will still do further checking to know that is this keyword usable. Okay, you can see this 51, a little bit increase. Now let's come back, remove the husband, stop at violence, just how to handle a violent. Now let's see if Amazon will suggest to us what people are typing. You can see no suggestion. So let's come back and see how to handle. Now these are suggestions I meant at this side. You can see it. How to handle a violent. Now no suggestion. Okay, let's come to an abusive. No suggestion. Now you're getting what I'm doing. How to handle an angry child. Now we want to write on this thing where we are at violence in men. So that's what we are searching about. How to handle a difficult husband. Let me see. A difficult. Okay, there is no husband here. You can see difficult colleague without burning bridges. Let's see this. How to handle difficult colleague. Now sometimes you might come on Amazon to do a research. You might end up going back to what you didn't budget for. So it's normal. How to handle difficult colleague. So let's zoom in and see the competition. We have 5 results. Let's wait for it to come out and let's see. Let's wait for our keyword, for our extension to do its work. So on researching, please take your time. Don't just be in a rush to want to publish a book and you don't even take time doing research. So you can see it's 40. It's not okay. Now, another way to do your keyword research is to make sure you reduce the number of words. So how to handle difficult. Let me search. How to handle a difficult now. Like I see the result has increased. The competition is what? 303. Now it's okay, it's fair, but how to handle a difficult what? Now you can see how to handle difficult parents, how to handle difficult parents, how to handle hard to handle parents, master the act of handling rejection, how to handle parents. Now these are how to handle difficult. So you can see the keyword score now, 61. It's okay. So now we want to just complete this phrase. So what we do is, now I've written how to handle a difficult. Now I want to complete it. So first you just come and write, start from A to Z. You write A, you stop and see if there's any suggestion. How to handle a difficult colleague. How to handle difficult people. We have talked about colleagues. How to handle difficult people. Let's try B. How to handle colleagues without burning bridges. Let's try C. How to handle colleague. Let's try D. How to handle difficult people. Let's try E. no suggestion, F. So that's how you just keep going until you get a profitable one. How to handle. Okay, I think I have to move the difficult. Let me remove the difficult. Let's search how to handle and see. You can see over 3,000 results, and I said it should be less than 700. So now we'll have to now start doing what I was talking about before. How to handle A. Now let's start with A. I think what was making that not correct was that how to handle a difficult, then we're doing A. Well, that's not correct. So how to handle A. Narcissist, your emotions, anger, a heartbreaker, a cowboy, a highlander, a difficult colleague. So how to handle B. How to handle big feelings. How to handle C. So research is very, very vital. How to handle D. I think divorce will come there. Divorce, difficult people. How to handle E. How to handle emotions. F. G. Grief. H. So that's how you keep going till you get to Z. Now when you get to the place, you can just stop and check. So I. Nothing for I. J. K. How to handle kids with ADHD. So let's check this and see. So you can see we have 81 results. 81 results. So for the competition, that is enough. That's good. Another thing is competition is different in different kind of models. In the summary model, what I termed as competition there is not the same as competition in the evergreen model. So you have to know this. So now how to handle kids with ADHD. Let's wait for our extension to load. But now I also talk about profitability. Our books in that category making it. Now you can see this book. This number 1 here. How to stop losing your shit with your kids. You can see the review here, 3,371. Now the bestseller rank is coming, is still loading. You can see down here showing loading rank. So this, from my view, a book that has this high, has 4.5 star, is profitable. It is profitable. So let's wait for we can go inside the book. Now let's scroll down to get the bestseller rank. Now the bestseller rank is what? 1,804. And I say the bestseller rank should not be greater than what's it called? Should not be greater than 65,000. That's what I said. So this is very, very fair. Now it's not that we are doing this book. We are just checking the profitability of that keyword. How to handle kids with ADHD. Don't forget. You can write it somewhere. So now let's come back to our extension showed the score as 40. The keyword niche score as 40. Now to tell you something. I know in the keyword video I said you should do 60. But sometimes you have to compare other variables to weigh on your solutions. Now this has a very low competition. You can see 81 results. So likely you don't have to make sure it is, since it is 40, it is not bad. Understand me? Normally I advise that it should be 60. But sometimes you might not find a perfect keyword that has less competition, profitability, what other criteria, bestseller. You might not find a keyword that much. So this 40 is fair. That's why I see the color like this. The color moves from red to green. Red is very, very bad. Now when it's going to green, that means it's getting good. When it gets to 60, you'll be seeing the green getting thicker. So this 40 is showing a kind of slight yellowish green. So it can be fair. So we can leave that for now and use other criteria. So now we can see I've gotten a kind of idea on what to create. So this book is 1,804 in the keyword, in the bestseller rank. So let's check the profitability. Come here, you can see at the top here, I clicked on it. Now this incognito tab, I add a new tab, search for TCK Publishing calculator. So don't worry, we'll get there. Calculator. Now this is a calculator that can help you estimate the number of sales a book is making with the book bestseller rank. So this is the first one. Click on it. Now that book, the bestseller rank was 1,804. So just type it here without the comma. 1,804. Now then once you're done, ebook calculate sales. So the person makes 123 sales on an average daily. 123 sales. Now let's come back. Click on this place. Come back. Now What's the price of the Kindle version? The Kindle version is 9.99. You can see it here, 9.99. So let's go to a calculator and do calculation. That's the profitability we are checking now. Calculator, 9.99 Kindle version. Now Kindle version, Amazon takes 30%, so it's taking 70% times 0.7. So it gets 6.993 per sale. Now multiply by 123 a day. He's making $860 from that book. Now this is a very good book. You can get that's for the Kindle version. Now let's come touch on it. Go to this place, change it from ebook to book. That's paperback. Calculate sales. 96 sales per day on an average. So let's come check how much is the paperback. Let's see. Paperback is how much? $14.19, $14.19. So 14.19, then multiply by 60%, 0.6, 8.14, then minus printing cost 2.15. So he gets 6.36364 per sale of that book times 96. So a day paperback is getting 610, ebook is getting 860 something. So total is getting about $1,500 a day on an average from that book. So this is how you know that, okay, this keyword is profitable, this niche is profitable. Hope you understood all the steps. I know here you are seeing the niche score is 40. That is not bad. So long as other criteria can weigh in for that, it is okay. This keyword is profitable. That's one. It is what's the next criteria? It is profitable. It is it has low competition. Yes, it has a good that's the top selling book that has a good bestseller rank. So now let's go to our Google Docs. Go to your Google Docs, create a new document. So now let's just write the title out. How to handle kids with ADHD. That's the keyword we search in the search bar. Don't forget, how to handle kids with ADHD. So how to handle kids with ADHD. Now this might not be the final title of our book, but this is our key phrase. It will determine our keywords too. Yes, it will determine our keywords too. So that said, we'll be going into getting our content for the book. We're going to get our content for the book. Now, to get our content, we have to look at the original book we're trying to model to know what's inside the book. So just click on the book. Now, up here, you will see look inside. Click on look inside. Just click on look inside. Now, not all books permit this. Some books don't do look inside. So this allows it. So look inside. Now, this is a kind of preview. This is a kind of preview of the book to see what it will look like inside. So let's click on it. Wait for it to load. Okay. So let's wait for it to load. Now, this allows you to see beginning parts of the book. So first, you can check this at the top left here. You see 3 dash. Click on it. It shows table of contents. Okay, you can see table of contents. Let's click on it and see. Okay, so it's not linkable. So let's just scroll down. Just scroll down to the table of contents. Yes, to the table of contents. So let's see whether we can get ideas on how to create books like this. The truth about parenting sheet loss. It is not your fault. You can get it together. Why are you losing your sheet? How I stopped losing my sheet. Moreover, the book title name is How to Stop Losing Your Sheet. So that's why it's full with sheet, and so on. How doing less will help you not to lose your sheet. The same space from your kids so you don't lose your sheet. What you have been waiting for. How exactly to not lose your sheet. After the sheet storm has passed, keep your sheet together. So, think for now, let's see. We can look at the subtitle. Now, this is not happening for every kind of book. Now, this is where the author arranges table of content. So, trying to look for ideas to get our own content, how we are going to make our own content. So, chapter 1, it's time to stop the truth about parental sheet loss. Okay, so I can come now, how to handle kids with ADHD. So I can say the truth about kids with ADHD. So the truth about kids about kids with a ADHD. Remember, you're making a kind of your book must not be 500 pages. So if you can get 30 to 40 pages, it's enough. The truth about ADHD, um, about kids ADHD. So common features of parental freakout, the downside of exploding, why it is so hard to keep, why it is so hard to stop losing your shit, a wee bit of brain science. Okay. How to know when you are triggered. You can see this here. Come, let me zoom in. I'm trying to know this on phone, so you're trying to manage the space of your screen. So I'm seeing something here. How to know when you are triggered. How to know when you are triggered. When you are triggered by your kids. So this is just idea. We are going to come back and finally arrange how we are going to get our content. So let's see. Stop thinking, start moving. Now if you don't, you can go back, close. You can go back. Now let's go back. Okay, you can see they can now come down. Now this is the main book. Come down here. Say frequently brought together. That means people that buy this book, they also buy these other books. So raising good humans, the whole brain child. So you can also check them to see if you can get content from them. No, just come here. Look inside. Look inside. That means these people that are coming for this book, they have a need, a unique kind of need, all of them. So that's why after getting this book, it shows that these people are in the pursuit of raising their kids right. That's what they're after. So let's come inside the book and let's see. Okay, the table of contents. Let's come to the table of contents. So disarming your triggers, I think we've talked about that in our document. They say how to know when you are triggered by your kids. So that's kind of related. You can see practicing compassion, being a compassionate parent, being a compassionate parent, being a compassionate. So parent. So okay, you can see this listening to help and heal. Listening to help and heal. So how to handle kids ADHD, listening to children. So let me just say listening to your kids. Then let me just add one more chapter. Taking care of difficult feelings. You can see it. I can't zoom in, sorry. I hope you're seeing my screen. Taking care of difficult feelings. So I can say handling your emotions. Handling your emotions. So that is that for this video. We have done our research on what book we want to create. So in the next video, I'll be showing how to get content for this book, and subsequently we're going to move on until we publish our book. See you in the next video.